Hello, my lovely, wonderful people. Welcome back to the news. The Edo State Governor-elect, Senator Monday Okpebholo, on Sunday alleged that the outgoing governor of the state, Godwin Obaseki, is frustrating a peaceful transition of power. My country people, Obaseki, who came into power on November 12, 2016, will end his 8-year tenure on Tuesday, November 12, 2024, when Okpebholo will be sworn into office. Now, Obaseki had alleged that the All Progressive Congress was preparing to inaugurate Okpebholo without consulting with the state government. He made this remark in Benin during the inauguration of the Caretaker Committee for the state chapter of the People's Democratic Party. Obaseki condemned the APC's actions as lawless, emphasizing that the state government should be in charge of overseeing the inauguration program. However, the governor-elect, in a statement signed by his media aide, God's Power, on Sunday, described Obaseki's statement as laughable, absurd, and questionable. He explained that since Okpebholo has won the election, Obaseki has employed every means possible to frustrate a peaceful transfer of power, adding that Obaseki has not extended any invitation to him for a meeting or a tour of the government house. He stated that Obaseki should account for the billions of naira he allegedly misappropriated and apologized to Edo people for failing to develop the state in 8 years. Guys, this battle between Okpebholo and Obaseki, it's an unseen battle, guys. I don't know why Okpebholo is so obsessed with Obaseki's administration. He's so desperate to be sworn in by any means possible. It's just a day away. November 12th, you'll be sworn in as the next governor of the state. So why the rush? Why the accusations here and there? Why the hefty allegations? I don't think Okpebholo should distract himself with Obaseki's government and how he ran his government for the past 8 years. He should leave that decision for the Edo people to decide. How Obaseki ran his administration. Yes, we know the APC, is the ruling party in Nigeria, but in Edo State, it's an opposition party. But luckily for them, they won the election. So they will soon be the ruling party in Edo State. So I don't see any need for these constant criticisms and accusations. I feel it's a big distraction. It will be a big distraction for Okpebholo. So rather than distracting himself with Obaseki's government, what he failed to do, how he's trying to frustrate a peaceful transfer of power, what does he expect? At the end of the day, he will be sworn in. Whether Obaseki likes it or not, he will be sworn in. At this point, Okpebholo should not disturb himself with the happenings of Edo State and, what's happening around Obaseki. He shouldn't worry himself about that. Because regardless of what he said, even if Obaseki is trying to frustrate him, he will be sworn in. Nobody can stop his swearing in. Not even Obaseki himself. So at this point, I feel that enough is enough for Okpebholo and his blame games, trying to put blames on Obaseki at every given point in time. I feel it's a huge distraction for him. He should focus more on how he will govern the state. Okpebholo should focus more on how he will govern the state, his plans. He should have drafted his plans for the people of Edo State by now. What he ought to be saying is how he would improve the state, what he would do to develop the state. There are so many issues in Edo State, so many things to be done. That is what the people need to hear, and not you going around criticizing Obaseki's administration, saying he has done nothing for the past 8 years. Obaseki has done quite a lot for the past 8 years. Those that know will know. So at this point, I feel there is no need for the constant criticisms, because yes, he criticizes, but these criticisms, okay, even after he will be sworn in as the governor, I'm sure with the pattern Okpebholo has put in place, he will continue blaming Obaseki for what he did and what he did not do. It would be a government of blaming the previous administration rather than working. You would be blaming Obaseki's administration for what they did not do. Good and fine. Obaseki may not have been the best governor for Edo State and all of that. The people may have in some way rejected him for things best known to them. Now, it is your duty and your responsibility as the governor, as the soon-to-be governor of Edo State. Your priority is the people of Edo State, the welfare of the people of Edo State, and not bother yourself about Obaseki's admin. Obaseki has finished his 8-year tenure, and he will forever be remembered as the governor of Edo State. His name will be there as the governor. So regardless of what you say or what you do, Obaseki, his name will always be in the book of Edo as, the history as a governor in the state. So I feel him dragging him for, the misappropriated funds, tuning to the sum of billions of naira, that Obaseki should cover his face in shame and account for the billions of naira he has misappropriated and apologize to Edo people for underdeveloping the state in the last 8 years. That is not the work of Okpebholo. That is not the work of Monday Okpebholo. That should be the work of the EFCC. The EFCC is there. I'm sure they must be waiting for Godwin Obaseki. They would be patient. In fact, they are patiently waiting, so that after the swearing in, they pick him up once. So that should not concern him at all. The EFCC will definitely deal with that. If Obaseki has any corruption charges against him, the EFCC will bring it to his notice and he would be arraigned. They will charge him to court if possible. So I feel Okpebholo should not involve himself in all these statements. Rather than finding faults, he should find remedies to the many wrongs of Obaseki's government. That is why the people elected him. The people elected him because they felt, yes, he would do better than Obaseki, and he should try to, impress the people, to prove the people right. By doing right by the people, he shouldn't bother himself on always pointing fingers at Obaseki. It is really getting out of hand. That is my honest observation. What I have observed so far. Ever since he won the election, he has been complaining of one thing or the other, crying foul. It's not like as if he lost the election. He will soon become the governor, so he should just calm down. He would be sworn in, and he can do anything he likes. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.